Hello and welcome into multi-anime opening video number 5 in the series. Let's hope this doesn't get blocked because YouTube is fun. Number 1 was blocked for a while, but it's back. Number 4, unfortunately, is in the YouTube graveyard, but you can find it in the Patreon. You can watch it there. Speaking of the Patreon, I am doing full anime episode reactions. We're doing Boshi's, we're doing JoJo's, Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, and I just started adding Death Parade. That one is amazing. All right, so I'm excited for this, but first, give some love to Jetman. Jetman put this video together. Okay, I'm excited. Let's go. All right, looks like Jetman is giving us some information here. The anime is One Punch Man. The song title is The Hero. I'll make an attempt here. It's going to be bad. Akeru kobushi no ono wo sukeru. Sorry, I know it's bad. Literally set fire to the furious fist. The artist is Jam Project. About the anime, Satame is a superhero strong enough to defeat any opponent in a single punch. Okay, One Punch Man. It makes sense. As such, he's grown bored from a lack of challenge. About the music, Jam stands for Japan Animation Song Makers. The band is composed of many vocal artists well known in the anime music industry. The music for One Punch Man is their most well known. Sweet. Let's go. That was interesting. Whoa, what a drop there. We're pushing the key. It feels like a Soundgarden song. In the beginning, there's like this bass fuzziness happening. It's like distorted. That's nice. Okay, already it went through like 3 things. We had the groovy thing with the bass distorted intro, then we drop it to another key, and I made the comment about the Soundgarden, and then it got way more heavy. We like traverse. I thought it was gonna go to like an Irish drinking song, like something you would like drink along and sing in St. Patty's Day in the bar, and then we went just super heavy. This is quite the amount of variety already within the first 45 seconds. Okay. This is like an anthem. I can see why this is popular. But anytime you have a chorus with like long, and then a bunch of other stuff going on, it makes it very passionate and powerful for everyone to dig in. I like the guitar line of ba-be-dee-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da. We're getting that rhythm quite a bit. Everything else feels very, very normal underneath. We got some cool blast beats on the drums. Bass player is noodling around. The palm muted guitar stuff is very jamming. Like everything's there. But for me, it's probably the vocals so far that are like they're on top of like, okay, I can see why you would want to identify with this and belt it out. Those are like open choral, like it just feels big and larger in life, and then the vocal responses are really nice as well. So as you listen down deeper into the layers, it's pretty blatant. There's not like rocket science going on in this one. I have a very heavy left side rhythm guitar, but right side I do have quite a bit of noodling on lead guitar, just kind of like outlining the chords as they function around. Nothing's out of the question the way it's moving. The chord progression is predictable and it sounds good. Like it's the road. We're doing really well here. Let's go back 5. Okay, that's a cool switch to a halftime groove, though. I like the way the drums brought that in. It was like a bar. There was like a teaser bar of the halftime, but then we really cemented to it. So let's go. I went back 10 seconds here to grab this transition again. Sorry, 2 bars. Oh, cool. Guitar. Ja, digga, 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 ga, ga, da. So we've got some hints of like 6/8, 12/8, however you want to feel that, but definitely a gargantuan feel change. So I like that a bit of variety very much. Nice choir elements. That's nice design. So that's a great way. I mean, you're guaranteed to get, return on your investment there. You bank on the halftime still. You got the vocals moving in half notes. You take away the drums, then you layer the guitars in, and they're going to come back to your drop. That's like, it's pretty much throwing money out there, knowing they're going to throw it back to you. That's really good. I'll go back 10 seconds. I will say the tone of the electric bass too sounded really, really great. Whoever the bass player is, awesome. And whatever that was. A lot going on here. Oh, the vibrato on that. That got the way he was kind of emphasizing stuff got very Axl Rose like there. Okay, so great song. I think we identified the main aspects of the themes and how they were kind of used, and just pretty genius design to bring us out in the vocals though. So I like that one. All right, next up is ReZero, starting life in another world. The song is Realize. Singer is Konomi Suzuki. Composers Ayato Shinozaki, Rosuke Tachibana. About the anime, Subaru Natsuki is transported to another world on his way home from the store. He befriends a young half-elf named Emilia and agrees to help her find her lost insignia. During their search, they are attacked, causing Subaru to discover a newfound ability. About the music, the song managed to reach number 86 on Japan's Hot 100 and is the second season's opener. Hot 100. Okay, so this is probably poppy, I would assume. That's fun, though. Cool storyline. Half-elf's got to get help. That was cool. That was cool. Did you hear the cymbal work though? After that little fun 2-bar intro, some good stuff going on the drums. I love that. Okay, that intro right there, or I guess the mid verse, the dynamic use, the breathing, the elasticity is really, really good. I like that. Just a lot of crescendo, decrescendo. That's voice. There it is. There's that pop drop. Okay, but pre to that, The way we're moving through the chord progressions was not poppy at all. Full, a lot of deceptive cadences. Great string use. I like that bump, 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 bump. The 3-note kind of repeating little groove there that was happening. That was really, really good. That completely tricked me. I'm going back 10 seconds so we get into this drop again because that was just really nice. There it is. Top 100. Hello, bass. Wow. Okay. So there we got the top 100 feel for sure. Drums goes in. Boom. Ga. Go. Ga. As soon as we get there, we hit that chord progression. We're off to the races. Voice sounds so good. I feel like the singer is very has a lot, very versatile because the beginning. I'm still thinking about the beginning. I really prefer that beginning sound, but this is cool. Back 5. There was a callback at the beginning. We had some 16-note triplets on the end of that one instead of a ringer sound. Cool. We get a lot of that theme keeps coming back. Obviously, we use that in a lot of music, but it's fun because it usually allows the drummer to open up and put some ridiculous fills on the end, which they are doing. All right, back 5. Let's keep going. Man, okay, that little halftime groove section, it's interesting because usually with halftime groove, we pull some instruments away. The feel goes from just moving forward and forward so much to just divide it in half and that being the rhythmic focus. Generally, in my opinion, the reason for that is we kind of we jolt the listener into like bringing you back in. You go from kind of a passive listening situation to more of an active because there's such a road bump there. But it's fun and kind of ironic because right now the drums like chills for a second, but then they just play these ridiculous drum fills. And I'm like, okay, makes me smile because of how great it is, but also just funny because it's such an assault on the ears, but in a great way though. So back 5, let's keep going. Well, that was cool because we went from doom ja, just driving, and then suddenly there was this real quick 4 on the floor moment before we kind of transferred in there. That caught me by surprise. I like that. Again, I know I've said it before, but the voice on top, I generally try to ignore the vocal lines and just listen down to the layers of the instruments. But this person is such a good singer. It's just impossible to ignore. Not that, I mean, I don't ignore on purpose. It's just naturally where my passion lays for listening, but you can't help but hear. That is amazing. Back 5. A little more snare drum usage here. Fun call and response with a choir layer. Nice control of the head voice, man. We knew that was coming. That was a nice transfer of energy from just kind of heavy rhythm section into piano and light synth string patches, whatever is going on. And then this head voice, the register is so far up there, but it sounds really, really good. Back 5. So I think that design right there, you have a vocal lead in, we dip down with the harmony, brings us in, we do not drop, we have vocal just pinpointed there, and then ba ga ga, we have stabs in the rhythm section to join that, and then we're going to come back into moving forward. So that was really great design. Back 15 seconds to appreciate that again. Only 86. Wait, is this actual end? Because yeah, I think it is. Okay, only 86. Come on, man. What's 85 and above? That was great. Like, I dig it when pop songs have like they have their pop element, obviously, because it's marketable and accessible to everybody. But you sneak in little things that just make it so good. I really like that one. That was cool. Next up is Death Parade, which is awesome because I'm doing full episode reactions to this in the Patreon. I'm only 2 in. Love the storyline so far. It is awesome. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. The song is Flyers. The artist is Bradio. About the anime, people mysteriously show up at a bar called Quindecim. I know I'm saying that wrong. With fragmented memories, Decim, the bartender, forces them to play a game with their lives at stake. The show is mostly episodic, with the first episode featuring newlyweds. It's true. It's all true. The series spawned from a short film called Death Billiards. Oh, that's cool. Death Billiards. I need to watch that. About the music, Bradio is a Japanese funk band. Bradio is an acronym for Break the Rules and Do Image On. Do Image On. What does that mean? Do Image On. You have to let me know. Lost in translation? I don't know, maybe. Oh, yeah. Now that's an opening, man. You got big open chords or rhythm section. Sounds like some organ in there too. But the brass section is what makes it. That is just so outstanding. Love it. Love. くなったらいいなの妄想と現実に一石を閉じて個性を磨け結界悩むなんだよ私と一緒頭からケツまでそれが我がエンタメだまだ信じないさ紐解いたシャワー That's just a really great design of the vocals with the other guitar and this side. Go back 10 and grab that again because that descending line is already really good, but the introduction to the new guitar sound is just genius. All the while, you still got this side. It works so well because you have such a catchy little bridge there or chorus, and you get the offbeat hi-hat, and suddenly it's a dance groove, man. I know the horns are about to come in, but it's important to listen to how cemented together the drummer and the bassist is. So that is our foundation. That has been basically like, I'm going to say the simplicity of it, but I don't say that in a negative way at all. You need something to be the foundation so we can have that split guitar sound. We can have the cool response on the vocals. Like all this works together, but those are the people that make everyone dance. If you take that away, nobody's dancing on the dance floor. And if no one's dancing on the dance floor, you have a serious problem. Back 5, let's get back into it. Okay, that was fun. Hit. That brings it in really good. See, now I'm thinking about the episodes. I'm like, man, I can't wait to record episode 3 because the story is that good. I'm not going to say anything though because I don't want to spoil anything. And hardly ever when I record anything on this YouTube channel with anime related content, I usually have no like relevance to it because I've never seen it. So it's kind of fun when I actually do. Granted, I'm only 2 in, but still, it's just nice to be like, okay, I know a little bit about what this is about. Yeah, it's good design. Very blues heavy in our likes that we're getting. Variation, varieties of spice of life, man. Just the little things, just add in. That's all you get to do. You just give us something different. You pull the listener right back in. Man, you just great design. Backfire. So what a way to bring in the guitar solo. Like this is very standard and like smart person procedure, right? When you design a song, like cool, let's take the quote from the beginning. Let's remove the bottom end. We give a familiar thing, but now the guitar really becomes the harmonic foundation that's the loudest. It was there previously, but it was not the main voice. You take away the drums being busy, add in a couple of fills, and then you build, and then you push into the maybe key change for the guitar solo. I'm not sure. Probably not. But either way, it's like you could have been lazy and just taken the exact material from the beginning, but you don't. You take a theme of it, change it up a little bit, and again, stuff we discussed in the past song, it's like you jolt the listener into coming back in. Keep them out of passive, keep them in active listening. It's much more rewarding. The sexy, the vocal acapella section. Cool. All right. So bass again, laying us our tonal foundation doing this guitar. It's a solo, but I'll say like feature because you're kind of just featuring the brass are still there, but we're kind of jamming out and some wah stuff. There's like, you know, chunky chords happening. We get a little bit of solistic ideas, but the player just steps on the boundaries. Like, are we playing in the key? Are we stepping over a little bit? We get a little bit of a kind of a tonal dip in there. So we're not going to a point where like it's still accessible to most people's ears, but you can tell the player if they really wanted to go out, they could have gone out. And when I say out, I mean like kind of out of the tonal structure that is like, you know, like diatonic to what we're hearing, what is like expected within the key change. So that could have went weird, but it did not go weird. So it's just enough spice. It's like spice level 1. Everybody, put your hands up, softly lighting to the sunny day. We turn kind up, we're turning out a rookie. In the same jockey, she's the guy. What a great melody, though. Put your hands up, softly lighting. So whoa. You hear that? That gave me chills. Okay, man. Okay, so the melody is so good. Like, everybody put your hand. Yeah, it makes me just like, it's cool. Shotty Yeager, please give it to me. Like, that's what I want. I want to be out. I want the song to come on. We'll get on the dance floor, man. Something cool happened within the chord progression in the middle of this. I feel like it was just a little different taste, a little turn from previous. I went back 10. I'm not totally sure if I've gone far back enough. It's dipping down there, maybe like a little bit of chaos and psychoness and the sobering realization that things are not as what they seem. Wow, I wonder where that's coming from. The show's a great show. Watch it if you haven't. I went back another 5. That's so cool. Great vocals. Man, I really, really, really like that song. That is a lot of fun. Anyway, cool. Next up is Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Now, I think Jetman did Jedi mind tricks on me because I'm doing full episode reactions to this in the Patreon as well. When he made this video for me to react to, I wasn't doing any of these. So these have kind of like, I think it's kind of influenced the way these are happening. That's fun though. Okay, anyway, the song is This Fire. The artist is Franz Ferdinand. Now, isn't the drummer a Northwest? They're from Portland? I can't remember. I feel like there's a Northwest person in the band though. About the anime, the show is a collaboration of effort between Studio Trigger and CD Projekt Red as it's set in the same universe as the video game Cyberpunk 2077. I'm 3 episodes into the anime. I like it quite a bit. I probably should play this game, to be honest with you. After a series of misfortunes, David Martinez sets it upon himself to become an edge runner as a means to survive in a dystopia overrun by corruption and crime. About the music, the array of songs that are used in the show can also be found in the radio in the video game. Okay, that's really cool. Also, can't you go everywhere like in the anime you can also be traveled to in the game as well? I think someone told me that. All right, let's go. The relationship between bass and ride cymbal, so good. And the doubling on bass guitar and rhythm guitar, very nice. Haunting effect on the voice, delivery there. It's such a Franz Ferdinand song. That sound, I've heard the song before in the anime, but I've never like sat down and listened to it deeply. But I did used to buy CDs of this band in my early music major days, trying to learn drum set. Drum set is not my forte at all. But I remember this band. I was like, this is such a great metronome band. The grooves are nice. Put that in and try to play along with it. So this is very enjoyable. Kind of classic example of really lining, just bass player just outlining root notes, going to the chord progression, guitar, giving us real basic, just a little bit of syncopation just with the strum patterns. Not much though, because it's that like kind of like signature Franz Ferdinand sound. And the I'd say the focus goes all the way to the top to the voice and the very unique kind of the way I use this word a lot often, but I don't know, there was like a ghost effect in the beginning. So I say his voice kind of has like kind of a haunting stir to it, but I don't know. It's just kind of a signature sound. It's so simple but groovy though, you know? Such long, open legato phrases. I get a lot of questions sometimes. What are good songs for beginning bass players to learn? This would be a great example because the root movement is so simple. Boom, 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 boom. You could really just, you could sit down and learn that by ear. Like you would not need to dive in deep. This would be a great one for you. That's a nice shift. Guitar and voice right there. That's really cool. Nice descending line here. It's such Chili Pepper style guitar line right there. I'd always like try to set my wallet on the snare drum to get that crisp of a dry sound. It's cool. Like I said it earlier, like everything is delivered like it's in my mind. It's like a box. Like it's either divisible by 4 or 2. Primarily, our drum is set in 1, going over all that, and things are just moving very, very boxy. I don't mean that in a negative way whatsoever. I mean it's super digestible, super accessible. But I do like the sound of the snare drum though. Clever ending because you take a very kind of a dissonant approach on the guitar and put it over the same bass line we've gotten the whole time. So like if you need a food analogy, this song is like, it's like McDonald's fries. You got like, you know, there's grease and salt, tastes amazing, cures a hangover right away. It's like, it's not a bad thing. There's just not a lot of ingredients, but it's like we've grown so accustomed to like, you know, three flavor profiles like fast food. So that's always my analogy for this. Not dogging it. Just saying, it's right there. Not complicated. You do not need to dig deep. Next up is Made in Abyss, the song Deep in Abyss. Singers are Miyu, Tomita, and Mariya Issei. Composers is KanadeYUK, Yuki Yasada, Kane Atutane, Masahiro, Godspeed, Aoki, and Hato. About the anime, Riko is an orphan girl that lives in a town at the edge of the abyss, a massive hole in the world. She discovers Reg, a half-human, half-robot boy. Oh, that's cool. The two descend into the abyss to find Riko's mother. About the music, Miyu, Tomita, and Mariya Issei are also the voice actors to the main characters. How often does that happen? That's pretty cool. Okay. Nice piano. And a house groove. Okay. What a shift vocally from anything we've listened to in this this video so far. That's wild. Okay, the piano is really, really cool and supports obviously the kind of the tone and style of voices that we have here. Nice bass lick. Oh, that was a great way to change our tonality there. That was very cool. These voice, it's taking me a little bit to get used to. It's so different than anything we've listened to in the past like 25 minutes. So it's like, wow, this is a reset of just how cute style it sounds just in comparison. Back 5. Very popish in that style of delivery right there. Obviously, I think that's pretty abundant. Cool. That was fun use of rhythm there. We kind of took some bottom support systems away to give us a little bit. Syncopation is not really the word, but just some just movement another direction. And we have some chimes. We got chimes and strings happening. That's great. Back 5, like that. Oh, cool effect there. Some keyboard effects. Yeah, that's very interesting right there. The bass player is kind of digging it. I mean, it's nothing like, mind blowing, but the way it relates to that interesting style of a snare drum sound we have. Go back 10. Listen to the relationship between the bass and the very like, I mean, it kind of looks like this picture. It's very cloud-like, very airy, thin sounding snare. Right here. It works. That's okay. That's an interesting vocal delivery. Cool. Little percussion shifts. Little guitar feature. Okay. Little timpani. Yeah, the little subtleties. So the guitar was cool, the timpani was cool, the removal of the bass end. It's this style of vocals is all very cute. I think I can maybe stomach one of these per day. It's definitely not for me, but musically, I do enjoy the variety that they're at least giving us within this genre. Next up is Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. The song is Inner Universe. Singer is Origa, born 1970 to 2015. Composer is Yoko Kanno. About the anime, Public Security Section 9 is an elite law enforcement unit investigating cybercrime and terrorism. About the music, Kanno used the image of digital bits and composed the score consisting of recurrent quick beats. Oh, that's cool. The singer Origa was born in Russia and built her career in Japan. The lyrics for this song are in Russian, English, and Latin. Kanno and Origa were longtime friends. Okay. Let's go. Very cool. That was a cool little voice line underneath all our digital, just lots of delay percussion grooves going on. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so the chord that first one had a little bit of a deceptive feel to it. Then we almost feel like we're going to be in a trance build here. I like what's going on. Back five. Nice glockenspiel, almost like percussion here. Wow, what a cool sounding voice, and the way we're getting multiple layers of it with, I mentioned like kind of, it's not really a glockenspiel, it's just a glockenspiel like with the way it's being delivered, and it's like kind of bright sound. I do hear a lot of string undertones as well. This is pretty cool. Back five. that's very cool. Underneath with our ba-da, da-da, 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 plus the cool delay groove, and then some pretty thick harmonies there in the vocal delivery. That's a nice little change. Nice chord voicings. Our travel through these grooves. Such delicate vocal lines here. A little bit, almost a little bit of jazz repertoire there. The way the keyboard is progressing, though, is really, 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 really nice. Yeah, so the bass, synth underneath, kind of just ascending and bringing us, tonally kind of keeping us centered, to bringing us on a little bit of a journey. This is so different than anything else. I think I really like this one quite a bit. But I'm also staring at this photo where it says natural oil only. That's very interesting. Or drawing, not photo. So bada bada bada, that groove has returned, but this time we have some variation with the percussion that just make it, it's the same type of rhythmic arrangement, but it gives it a different push and pull though than it had previously, so that's nice. So as you listen, you can kind of like just naturally like pick your like ebb and flow between, are you going to get caught up in the like the harmonies of the vocal layer? Are you listening to the ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum groove? Or are you listening to all the stuff going on underneath? Because obviously it's a conglomerate sound, but it's very, very easy to kind of get lost in between those. Turning points. We were definitely like on the loop for a while. Fun interval segment. Is there more? That was pretty nice. Yeah, okay, that was it. That was like almost hypnotic with the design of that. So all right, there we go. So if I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But let me know yours in the comments below. That's the most important part. You are the most important part. Jetman, thank you again. Give Jetman a big W down in the comments for putting that all together. That was a lot of fun.